Now, people are asking how this battle happened, so please allow me to set the scene. Don flopped on trial by combat last year and wanted some new faces to rep the league. Said he wants me to battle this up-and-comer by the name of Benny P. And I said, cool, bruv, I'll do it, but tell me, who the fucking hell is he? He said, Benny P. You know, the one that looks 35 but claims that he's 23. I said, yeah, Benny P. The one who looks like Phil Mitchell if he had special needs. So, bruv, don't try and step to me like a rapping style that's clever. You look like what would happen if Old English and Bobby Rex were to have a child together. I used the Crash Bandicoot line against Hulk. So let me use that scheme to fuck you up with. You bring your girl, I'll make her my girl. I'll tap your ex twice like I'm double jumping. It's either that or your sister crash because that Coco had a fucking buzzing. Watch your circle slide when I spin this square because that's what happens when you touch my buttons. I ain't slept on Benny, he's dead already. Don't ever test me, I'll come to slump him. I ain't fucking playing because he's fucking playing. No wonder Earth thinks you're up and coming. I'll leave your face savage if I uppercut him. Brain damage from a couple punches. I'll rip the throw out of your neck, leave your cord stretched like you're bungee jumping. And the moment this battle got announced, Benny, it was always going to be a write-off. You tried to swerve it and end up crashing car. I'm hitting every blind spot. Think the guy will swing with a dude's hard, but we all know that the guy's not. No, you're lying, king. You better move fast or you'll end up getting your pride rocked. Bruv, when I watched his battles back, it was funny when I was watching it back because he said he's held 2 live firearms in his life and that qualifies him to talk about popping the strap. But we know that you don't let the steel blow, so don't go on like you're cocking it back because when we hear them bars from Benny, he'll show he's nothing but a comedy act. And I swear to God, I was laughing when I heard it. I had to listen again. I want you lot to raise your hands if you think man's gripping a skate. I didn't think so. No, put your fucking hands down. But I do know man that will gun buck a man's wig for the bread, so let's see if this comic stands up when they come and slap sticks on his head. Hold on, comic stand up, slapsticks. I hope that you caught the scheme reference. I use them bars to make sure this comic will keep sweating like Lee Evans, so don't bring them gun bars against me, bruv. You can't beat me with that, it's too simple. I'm an animal and you don't speak my language, so next to me you always do little, and I don't want to hear about how you're strap gripping. I don't want to hear about how you're strap gripping, because bruv, we know that the man's fibbing, but we do know you like drugs. But if you do, I've got some mad sniffing, bruv. Don't be bait about it. I'll sell you a gram, but I don't want the feds to catch a man slipping, but if I do get caught, it's like Tekken, because I'll get in fights with Lord and I'm back flipping, and bruv,
let's go, let's go.
You're going to need more than decent skill to avoid this being an easy skill. Sorry, you come that back. You're going to need more than decent skill to avoid this being an easy kill. Don't go on like you want to fight me. One bang will make your ego chill. If you scrap with me, then man can meet in an alley G. I keep it real, I ain't from the East End, but I'll show him how beefing feel like Ian Bill. And bruv, there's one thing that I noticed about there's one thing I noticed about your battle performance is that you look so out of place every time that the camera's recorded. I don't know if it's your weird personality or the fact that you stand there so awkward, but your voice is so monotone. Well, it just sounds so average and boring. I mean, these fans might like the fact that your multisyllabics are forced into the pattern you're forming, but to win against me with that, it shows that you lack the endurance. Because what's the point in multisyllabics when you don't have the performance? And bruv, when you sound that monotone, we can't tell if you're rapping or talking, bruv. So change your cadence. There's no reason for you to sound that monotone, and the way you cram your multis in makes you spit with this robotic flow. So if this robot steals the win from me, he'll get dropped with his head box. That means if it's the win this robot nicks, he'll get knuckles like Sonic the Hedgehog. And people keep asking me why I ain't battle much. Well, there's a reason I've been sat up on the shelf. I mean, last year I've been struggling with some shit and my whole family went through hell. And let me tell you all the reason why I've been as quiet as a mouse. Last year I had a house fire. I nearly fucking died inside my house. I swear to God it fucked me up. It had my mind up in the clouds, and it's the reason my performance suffered when I was rhyming to these crowds. But I don't care about if I can't repair the damage caused from not spitting fire in my rounds, because I've now repaired the damage caused from that fire in my house. So I don't want to hear about how you had to graft and hustle. Bro, if you don't know half my struggle, would you know about standing alone in front of your family phone? Let me run that back. I don't want to hear about how you had to graft or hustle. Bro, if you don't know half my struggle, would you know about standing alone in front of your family phone? Fucking hell, sorry. You don't know about graft or hustle. I don't care about how hard you struggled, but what do you know about standing alone in front of your family home as it starts to crumble, holding back the fucking tears every time that you give your Marge a cuddle? We didn't even have no clothes left. We had to wear next door's threads like Barney Rubble. So I don't give a fuck if you think that's not relevant to him and you use that as ammunition to make sure Benny gets the win. I just wanted to explain to you all how crazy my life's been and proving that unlike me, he can't stand up in the face of a crisis, and that's part of it.
Well, that was fucking boring. The rhymes just spray a lane. You said you never heard of me. Wish that I could say the same. And you said something about your house being on fire. So, man, I'm fighting you. Because we got some things in common. My pad's on fire too. Yeah. You said you sell coke. Some cool shit. One question. Do you do tick? It's funny that you're from Reading. It's a spooky coincidence. Because Reading spells like... Reading spelled like reading, and you are illiterate. You always battled in Reading. In your hometown it is safe, because it's easy to get a reaction when the whole crowd is your mates. You stopped battling and started working out to try and fix your shitty health. I guess if Bowski, Big J and O'Shea called me fat, I'd probably hit the gym as well. You went from obese to stick thin, man, it's living the extreme. You're either a fat mess or smackhead, there is no in between. So this is a health warning, please. Someone get this prick some food. Because real talk, I've smoked 3 5s that are heavier than you. And you lost weight and I didn't. But still, you look shitty. Bruv, I look better overweight than you do skinny. It's fine being this size, I'm just a burlier guy. Whereas you were that fat, you were concerned that you'd die. And you said you don't fuck with bitches because they're gold diggers. Had me thinking man is moist. Because you were like 30 stone back then, you didn't have a choice. And shit like that just shows us all that Crisis is an eeky dude who calls women bitches just because they didn't want to sleep with you. And now, but say what you like about Crisis, but he's right, it is very heavy. Guys like him who write like this, trust me, they ain't 10 a penny. And if he comes to that level today, then I am getting buried. He said, I'm so hood, I'm forever Kenny. Box. I'm humbled that this genius is agreeing to battle me. You should be battling MC Grinder, mate, for the title. Best MC in the galaxy. Now, you are like Kenny from South Park, though. I know that's what he's like. Because whenever he is seen on screen, you know he's gonna die. And you battled Orcs years ago in a clash on his league. And since then he's got known and built a brand in the scene, so it's funny to compare the things your man have achieved, because he directed Shiro's story and you're battling me. And you remind me of Rom Nitty, not because you have bad performance, it's just because you're a nitty who drinks Captain Morgan's. Hangbow. Yeah, hey, so I like it as well. Your mate told me you're racist, and I sure believe him. Said you thought Jordan Stevens was Morgan Freeman. So dead to talk of beating me, this reject's getting G-checked. I'll have you running faster than a beakhead on a bleak test. Because there's no fucking way I'll let this meth fiend beat me. I shoot a rapper on road like an SBTV. Still fine. Because your whole style of rapping is trash as can be. You're the definition of an average MC. Your music documents the things in life you haven't achieved, and the soundtrack to your life is the harsh reality beat. You chat that grease in battle, Steve, but in real life you act different. You just act in a killer like Jack Nicholson or Mads Mikkelsen. Because your content is generic, this mark is so played, I can see through the bars like Kanye's old shades. And because your performance when you rap, man, it isn't the hardest. This fraud fails to put on a show like Billy McFarland. This guy is terrible. Billy McFarland was the guy behind Fire Festival. What's the next bit? This ain't an even match. You're too trash of an artist. I got more buzz in the last year than you have in the last 6. What, this man think he attests for real? I'm laughing at your set skills. When I rap a set is very ill. The tracks you pen are sketchy still. This tragic mess is getting killed like addicts left with extra pills, because these bars will end you like Zanny's pressed with fentanyl. Yes. And did a load of wrestling bars against Pedro. Blatantly a strange dude, because I haven't watched wrestling since I played it on my GameCube. And I was 7 years old. And some guys might spat good wrestling bars and it got them the win, but I'd rather not spit bars about wrestling and not be a gim. And if that bar offends you, you're probably a gim. Fine.